Satnam. Welcome to a Friday online sadhana. Today we're going to do Kriya for disease resistance, which should not be confused with Kriya I did before once called disease resistant and heart helper. That one's a really short, like 4 asana Kriya. This one's going to be a little bit longer, probably about a half an hour. So let's go ahead and tune in. Put your hands together. Bringing your thumbs to the sternum, straightening the spine, lifting the crown of the head. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale and hold. Exhale, lower hands. Sorry if you can hear the noise outside. There's I live above a bodega, is what we call them here. And they're getting their Coca-Cola delivery right now. I haven't had Coca-Cola in about 10 years. So come into rock pose if that's available to you. That's sitting on the heels, with the shins on the ground. The heels are pressing into the sits bones, those two pointed bones at the bottom of your butt. So you can feel the heels making contact with that. And you're going to bring your palms together, straight over the head. You're going to inhale, and then pump the stomach. And then when you can't hold your breath anymore, stop and exhale. Then inhale and repeat. You can't hold your breath anymore, exhale. Keeping the hands, palms flat together above the crown of the head. Inhale. Pump. And then go ahead and continue this at your own pace. Inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, release the hands. Stay in rock pose, and this time we're going to place our hands in bear grip Prayer group is interlocking the fingers with the forearms parallel to the ground. We're going to suspend the breath without separating the hands and then try to pull the hands apart on the inhale using as much force as we can. So you're going to interlock the fingers in front of the chest. They're at chest level about 4 inches out. And then you're going to inhale and pull as hard as you can. Hold the breath. And then whenever you have to exhale, release the grip just a little bit as you exhale. Then inhale again. Pull. Pull, pull, pull. Exhale whenever you need. And continue the cycle. If you can't do rock pose, this position I'm sitting in, you can just sit in easy pose. You can just sit in a nice cross-legged position, or you can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the ground. And exhale, release the grip. And stay in rock pose. I'm just going to turn to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing. You're going to interlace the fingers in Venus lock. So all the fingers are interlaced. And then the thumbs are pressing against these big pads that are at the bottom of the thumb. There's this big fleshy muscle mound at the bottom of the thumb. It's called the Venus mound. So on one hand, the thumb's going to hit underneath the Venus mound, and on the other hand, the thumb's going to hit at the top. But you're still pressing on that fleshy mound with both thumbs, fingers are locked. And we're going to bring this mudra behind our neck. And in this position, we're going to bow and bring the forehead to the ground, and then sit back up. Let's see if there's any coordinated breath here. Yeah, you're going to exhale as you come forward, and inhale as you come up. So exhale, and inhale, and continue. And if you can't bend all the way down, grab a block, and you can start at the highest, and then go to medium, and then the lowest setting. And then eventually use no block. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Last one. Inhale. Inhale up. And exhale, release the posture. Stretch your legs out in front. Now, if this is saying, grab the big toe and press the top of the toenail. And my legs are a little stiff today, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to bend my legs a little bit. And if you want to, you can just actually put your hands like on your shins or something. In this position, just bend forward and long, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, switch down just a little lower. And then inhale, slowly roll up. And come into easy pose. We're going to do some neck rolls. So bring your chin down to your chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the head back. Left ear to the left shoulder. And the chin back down to the chest. And keep going in this motion, in this direction. You can make the circles a little bit smaller if you feel any pain or pinching. Just make sure that one rotation takes about 7 to 8 seconds. Now reverse the position. So starting with the chin at the chest, bring the left ear to the left shoulder, head back, right ear to the right shoulder, and then back to the front. Continue. Good. Almost there. Last rotation. Each time your chin comes to the chest, slowly roll your head up. Come into a cat-cow position on your hands and knees. Knees hip-width apart. Hands directly below the shoulders. Inhale as you bring up the head and tilt the tailbone. Exhale as you drop the head and round the back. Continue. Make sure to not collapse the shoulders. So when you come forward, the chest is out as much as you can. You're just not sinking in the shoulders like this. And keep the integrity in the shoulders there even when you round them back. Inhale to cow position. Exhale into cat. Then inhale to a neutral back. And come sitting on your heels. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the left shoulder, and the right shoulder goes down. And then on the exhale, we're going to lift the right shoulder and let the left drop down. For 2 minutes, it's going to kind of look a little bit like a seesaw motion. Close your eyes. And it's inhale as you lift the left up, and exhale as you lift the right up. Hands on the thighs. Keep going, over halfway there. Now shrug both shoulders up on an inhale and hold. Exhale, roll them down. Come onto your back. We're going to do a short Savasana for 5 minutes. Feet relax to the side, palms face up. body up. Wiggling fingers and toes, rotating wrists and ankles, bring the knees to your chest. Roll back and forth a couple times. So I don't know if you guys have ever noticed before, but I'm actually doing my yoga on a little bit of a platform. My husband built this for me when we first moved here, and kind of highly recommend doing yoga on a platform, getting yourself a couple inches off the ground. But the only thing about my platform is it's not quite big enough to do downward dog on, which is our next position. So I'm going to roll out my mat, come to the floor over here. So in Kundalini, we do downward dog a little bit different. We actually call it triangle pose. So instead of coming to downward dog from a plank like this, we come to downward dog from hands and knees. So your knees are directly under your hips. Your hands are directly under your shoulders. Then you'll curl the toes under, bring the toes on the floor, and then push up into down dog. Or as we call it, triangle pose. So you'll notice it's a little bit of a shorter stance. So it's a little bit easier for a lot of people to bring their heels down to the floor. When you come into the triangle pose, just go ahead and do any other adjustments that you need to be comfortable, because we're going to be here for about 5 minutes. And that's a really long time, and it's kind of hard for me, and I usually take a break around 2.5 to 3 minutes. It's like every time I try to push myself farther and farther, and I always end up kind of needing a break at the same time. So go ahead. And just normal breathing. Then about 1 minute. So the first thing that starts to hurt for me is my elbows. It's been about 3 minutes, so I'm just going to do mini baby pose and then get back into position. All right, a little 30-second rest, so a minute and a half left. I'm going to come back into position. Lower the knees to the ground and press back into child's pose for a couple breaths. Slowly come up. The next thing we're going to do is called the elephant walk. It's really fun. It's something that's like really fun to do with kids. Kids like the poses that usually have like animal names in them, so you can just get them to do anything that's got an animal name. So elephant walk is a forward bend, essentially, but you grab your ankles and you're going to walk around. And the instruction is to kind of like walk around the room, but I'm just going to walk up and down here on my mat just to get a little bit of motion. And if you're not, if your ankles aren't accessible, you can just put your hands on your knees or something and just kind of bend forward and walk around. It's harder than it looks, right? But eventually make your way back wherever you started. Slowly roll up. We'll come back sitting in easy pose. Today we're going to do a little bit of a longer meditation. I'm going to do my meditation with you guys that I've been doing now for I don't know how long. I'm going to do a 1,000-day practice of this. So I'm actually trying to lose count. So you're going to be sitting in an easy pose. The hands are going to be at the knees. We're going to be going through each mudra of each of the fingers. So we'll be starting with the first finger, middle, ring, and then pinky finger. As we recite the mantra, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hum. And Sa, Ta, Na, Ma is birth, life, death, rebirth. Ra, Ma, Da, Sa is sun, moon, earth, self. It's like this universal self. And then Sa, Se, So, Hum is like the impersonal self. I think, no, actually, Ramadasa, I think, is earth, sun, moon, earth, like big, gigantic cosmic self. And then Sa, Se, So, Hung is like the personal of that. Like, I am a part of that. I am thou. I am that. Sa, Se, So, Hung. So birth, life, death, rebirth, sun, moon, earth, cosmic infinite self, cosmic infinite self, I am that. I am that. So we're going to be saying that over and over again, a very specific little like sing-songy tune. So you can just listen to me the first couple times and then join in. And we're going to do this for 22 minutes with our eyes slightly open. You're just going to see like a little sliver of light at the bottom, but you're concentrating your gaze here at that third eye point. So come sitting straight. Your hands in position. Take a deep breath in. Satanama Rama Da Sa Sa Se So Hum. Satanama Rama Da Sa Sa Se So Hum. So that's what it's going to sound like. So we're going to be here for about 20 minutes. If you need to grab a cushion to sit on, go ahead and do that. If your legs start to fall asleep at any point, just go ahead and stretch them out. Just try to stay with the meditation as best as you can. Sometimes I feel like I do have to do some movement in the middle, and I'll kind of stretch around and stuff, and it's just like me feeling the energy sort of coming up, and I need to bend to help that energy like keep flowing. So, but try to maintain your composure and your concentration, and yeah, just have an experience. Satanama Rama Da Sa Sa Se So Hum. 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 Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Just a little reminder, the eyes are 9/10 closed or 1/10 open, meaning you can see that little sliver of light at the bottom, but you're still concentrating your gaze right here at the third eye. I just mentioned that because I forget a lot and I find my eyes totally closed, so just a little reminder. It's the last time I do that. I'll do that, I promise. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se so hum. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. Satanamadamada 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 sa se so hum. Satana Maramada Sa Se Soham Satana Maramada Sa Sa Se So Hum. 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 Satana Maramada Sa Sa Se So Satana Maramada Sasa Se Soham. 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 Satana Maramada Sa 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 Se Soham. Inhale and shake. Shake your arms, shake your head, shake your torso, shake the whole top of your body. And exhale, keep shaking. Shake any crazy way you can think of. We're going to inhale and exhale 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then just come sitting straight with the fingers in Gyan Mudra. That's the index and thumb touching. And concentrate the gaze with the eyes open at the tip of the nose. Perfectly still.
Inhale. Hold for just a second. Apply the root lock. Unless you're in your cycle, ladies, don't do that. And then exhale and relax. Stretch your legs out if you need. I'm going to read a little bit about the meditation we did. It's called Ganpati Kriya meditation. This beautiful and powerful meditation has a history in its name. The ancient symbol for this was the Hindu god of knowledge and happiness, Ganesha. Another name for Ganesha is Ganpati. Ganesha was depicted as a rotund man with the head of an elephant. This huge body balances and rides on a rat, conveying the message that even the impossible can be done with this meditation. The rat represents the quality of penetration. A rat can get into almost any place. I always thought it was a mouse, but so Ganesha can know anything and can get past any blockages. That's why people call upon him, to clear the way, right? To get past blockages, because I always thought it was a mouse, but a little mouse can get into any nook and cranny. Wisdom and wise choices grant you happiness in your life. The impact of this meditation is to clear the blocks from your own karma. Each of us has 3 regions in life to conquer. The past, which is recorded in our samskaras, and which brings us the challenges and blessings of fate, are balanced by these sounds. The present, which must be mastered by karma yoga, the practice of action with integrity in the moment. And the future, recorded in the ether, and which at its best and most fulfilled is called dharma, your path. This Kriya allows you to let go of the attachments to the mind and to the impact of past actions so you can create and live a fulfilled life and perfect future. Pretty amazing. It was originally taught by Yogi Bhajan on November 2nd, 1988. So I've got a couple gifts for you guys today. In addition to the card that I usually pull, I was thinking about doing a little smudging today. So this is my beeswax candle and a Himalayan salt little votive, which I usually burn for my own personal practice. And I just face the opposite way. There's my picture of Yogi Bhajan with my candle in front. But I'm going to smudge today. This is Palo Santo. It's just a little stick, piece of a tree, and you burn it. So I'm holding it over the candle.
Get a little smoke. So if you're a super sensitive person, you might feel that. You might pick up on that. A lot of times I smudge after a yoga practice just to kind of make sure to keep the space clean. And Palo Santo is great. You can light it and then just lay it somewhere and it'll usually just go out. It smells really nice. It's kind of piney, minty. And I'm going to draw a card. And I was thinking about pulling a tarot card today. I think I'm going to do that. So before I pull the tarot card, I'm just going to try and blast it with a little bit of Reiki. So I'm going to tune in a little bit for Reiki. And thank my teachers and their teachers. And my guide, my Reiki guide. I've been usually pulling oracle cards, but for some reason I wanted to pull a tarot card today. So this is a card for a little bit of insight into the past week, sort of what was going on, what the last week had in store for us. And the reason why I Reiki'd the cards beforehand is just trying to kind of keep up my Reiki practice these days. I'm attuned to level 1. I'm taking level 2 in 2 weeks, and then I'm thinking about looking into actually administering a little bit of Reiki via these videos at the end of class. Just kind of making it like a metaphysical, catch-all Friday afternoon for people. So if you know me, my personal life, I'm kind of interested in like all of this stuff, astrology, tarot cards, Reiki, healthy food, shamanism, lucid dreaming, medicinal drug experiences, anything transcendental, anything that's like sacred, spiritual, and brings you closer to your core self and divine, God, whatever it is that you like to call it. So today I got the 5 of Cups reversed. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck, classic deck. Just about every tarot card, reader has this deck. This is usually people's first deck. So this shows a figure. Here it is right side up. Here's a figure cloaked in black with 3 cups filled and 2 cups behind. But it's upside down. So usually this cup means, you've got a lot to be grateful for, and you're just concentrating on, the spilt milk. Is the glass half empty or is it half full? So it's showing that you had 5 glasses and 3 fell over, and you're lamenting those and not celebrating the fact that you have these 2 cups behind you that are still full. And just to emphasize that it's the element of water. There's a river flowing through. Looks like there's a little structure in the background. This figure is alone. So to me, it looks like you've had some, I know I have, had some upheaval this week, and you could just focus on the negative, and you could just focus on the loss, but you're not. To me, this card, it sounds like it's talking about the fact that you're breaking some patterns. We're all breaking some patterns. We're letting some bad habits go, and maybe we can't see the cups behind us just yet, but we're setting ourselves up for success, and we're almost there. We're almost able to just go ahead and see, the good that's left over. So I'm gonna pull up an analysis from my favorite website. It's called Crystal Reflections. So I go to Google and, I go to the internet and I web search crystal reflections. I always type that first, crystal reflections, and then the card afterwards, and it'll usually come up. So 5 of Cups reversed from crystal clear reflections. It says here, your emotional state has turned to sorrow as a result of disappointment. You feel as if your dreams have been dashed and broken. Think carefully before making another major decision. You cannot change what has happened. So yeah, it's saying there's some upheaval. You can't go back in time. You can't change what happened. You just have to accept it. Continue to believe that the obstacles to love can be overcome. Oh, so we are seeing some optimism though, right? We can see that we've had some loss, but we can push through. Allow your tears to flow and question what you have learned from this experience. Tomorrow brings a new dawn and things will look better as courage blossoms from your broken dreams. Life is never what it seems. There's always hope. This experience is not the end, but an opportunity for a new beginning. So we're letting go of those old patterns and we're allowing room for the new to come in. Maybe we're not there yet. Maybe we haven't allowed the new positive to go ahead and come and take root, but we're making room for it. Focus all your energy on a new beginning. Consider a new home or working environment and start new business and start building new ideas. You have learned well from past experiences. Accept your loss and accept the support from others. Look forward to new friendships, new interests, and new occupations. Take time to see, this is a picture of someone looking, right? What remains important to you, even in the face of the sorrow and pain. Focus on what remains, for it is the solid basis of your life. Questions to answer. What does it seem that you have lost? Like, what does appear to have been lost, but maybe is not really lost, right? What do you despair over? What are you disillusioned or disappointed with? What do you feel sorry about? What are some possible alternatives to what you have lost? What awaits your attention? And what have you learned from your mistakes? So this is just a really good opportunity to take that frustration and take that sorrow and use it as fuel to go ahead and change and start something new. That's what our emotions are there for, good and bad. They should both be seen with like kind of an equal weight. I think the goal really is kind of that neutral space, that neutral meditative mind. So emotions, being super happy or being super pissed off, are both just some motivation to get you to take some action in your life. So if it's something that makes you really happy, then that should propel you towards that thing. And if it's something that makes you really like angry or upset, then that should be, give you the impetus to go ahead and change something. Set it up so that you don't have to encounter that again. So, Venus is in retrograde right now. There's going to be a lot of rethinking and readjusting of family, friends, love relationships, maybe what you consider to be a loving relationship, maybe your idea of a love relationship will change. Maybe some upheaval will happen just kind of in your home. Maybe you'll be moving or, even like just rearranging furniture or like getting rid of stuff. Or there might be a little bit of a disturbance in, work. Venus also rules over money and like possessions, material possessions. So it's all about kind of security and beauty and like the beauty and security in your life. So just kind of see how that's shifting and how you're reevaluating what that means in your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed the practice today. Have a great weekend. Let's go ahead and tune out with the longtime sun. So rub your hands together. Bring the thumbs to the sternum, sit straight, take a deep breath in. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Inhale. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. Thank yourself for joining in this practice today. And I just wanted to make a note, the music that we were listening to earlier is the song called Satnam Waheguru. Sorry, you can see there's like kind of a glare on there. by Sing Car, and I purchased this on YouTube, or excuse me, iTunes. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. She's, oh look, it's like my painting in the background. It's funny. She does a bunch of Kundalini yoga mantras. She's not alive anymore, but there's a bunch of albums of hers you can get on iTunes. They're called the Crimson Collection. They're really, really amazing. And if you go to Kundalini yoga classes, you're going to recognize tons of these songs. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and rock it out.